Hey, what's going on? Charlie here. Thanks for tuning in to Christmas on Crestline Live Edition. Where the heck are we even at? We're at our new. Hey there, Stacy. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Okay, I think you can see me. Hey Charlie, hope you're doing great. Start to the week. I'm having a horrible start to the week, actually. Um, myself. Yeah, I'm so far behind, and I got so much stuff going on. But yeah, let me know if you can hear me yet. I'm not muted. I know that much. I was muted a few months ago. But this is the kind of a bit of a behind the scenes area. This is gonna be the new set. It's gonna be the new set. Have you received your new projector yet? I got it yesterday. I should have had that sitting out here. Dang it. Yeah, it arrived yesterday, and we have a office kind of off camera, and the projector we're using, the Acer. It's what kind of we use for what's what I use for my projection for my Santa Claus. Hey Ben, hey, uh, and that just we watched movies and that and stuff. But I put the new Optima up there, and I got it. I don't know, 6 feet away from the wall, the same exact location as the Acer was, and the Acer would give us, it'd probably give us 60 inches of screen. But when the Optima goes there, it went all over the ceiling. It took the entire wall of the office just from about 6 feet back. So tonight, we're supposed to get our first hard freeze tonight, of course. So it's going to be 30. It's like 45 is the high today or something like that. So my plan is, hey, Josh, my plan is to get out there tonight with the new projector and map the house. I need to get a hold of um, the Mapping Academy and let them know it's in and expect it because I still have, if I dedicate all my time, I still have enough time to get a Halloween show up. I guess we'll see. Um, Hello, yes, it's cold. Patty, one of our Patreon supporters, in addition to Stacy and Josh. I think Ben's the only one on here who's not a Patreon supporter right now. Ben, step your game up. So this is going to be the new set. Give you. I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see a little bit more here. So you got boom, boom. Oh. So as you guys can see, as you can see a little bit, there's actually 26 feet of linear counter space. We just put the underlayment on yesterday morning. Got the cabinets repainted and sanded down. So we got a lot going on. There's so much going on. I got the projector mapping going. My about 30 seconds before I went live, my phone went off saying I got charged for the new controller boxes. So I have two more boxes coming in. So we are doubling the size of our show. We're starting mapping. We're in the middle of this huge construction phase. I gotta hang lights. I have a job. We have 4 kids. I got so much stuff going on right now. Lego Masters in the house. Hello, I'm new. First time here on the stream. Is it really? I did not know this was your first time here on the stream. I've talked to you before in the chats before. Chris is here. What's up, Chris? How's it going? We're talking about. I got a lot of stuff going on. Are you ready? Because I'm not. Kind of what the point of today's show is. Going to make some show announcements. Got some two big announcements. If you're on here and you're not part of our Discord, I believe I was smart enough to put the link to the Discord down below. So join us on Discord. We're still growing on there. But first of all, I'll just make a couple announcements. So our Ho Hat, by popular demand, is finally been approved by Teespring and is now part of our storefront. And I went ahead, they wouldn't do this design for me, my original design, they wouldn't do it. So they're all solid colors. I prefer the all white with the green, which I'm ordering for myself. What I just started last week is I now have our merch site, our Teespring site, as part of YouTube. So any video you watch, underneath the video, as you're probably seeing right now, I assume it does it on a live. I guess I don't know. You'll see the storefront. So if you want the hoe hat, many people have been asking for it. So many people have been asking for it. It's now available on both Teespring and on YouTube. I don't, for whatever reason, hats are brand new to Teespring, so I couldn't set my own price. And normally on all my stuff that I have where I make like $1 profit. Everything's as low as it can go. For whatever reason, I can't set my own price for hats. So I think the $31, and I don't know what their cost on that is. So kind of weird. So that's kind of a big announcement. And I think it's Kurt. I think it's Kurt that won. He won one of our giveaways in July. And I said, hey, our hats are going to be out in 2 weeks. Well, it's now October, and they're just now out. So I believe it's Kurt. I may be wrong on that, but I'll have to check my emails. But you'll have a hat coming, my friend. I'll need to email you and let you know see what color you want. So that's it. Yes, but I'm here. Yep. What's it? No storefront on Facebook. Well, it won't be on. You are watching on our Facebook stream, so we are dual streaming this on, as we normally do, on YouTube and on Facebook. This is just you won't see it on Facebook, Patty, because they don't do that. This is just for YouTube. So that's one big announcement. Second announcement, as we do Patreon. I love everything about Patreon, but we're going to start an additional side thing to Patreon. So even though I don't have 10,000 subscribers, as of this video, I think we're just above 4,700. We're a Christmas show, so we're seasonal. So we're just now starting to get our yearly influx of views and of everything else. By mid-December, I'm thinking by December 15th of this year, huge announcement. That's when I believe mathematically we will be the time where we cross, wait for it, 1 million views on YouTube will happen this year for us. So we will be in that rarefied air of 1 million views on YouTube. So I know YouTube used to send you a certificate in the mail and a hat and just a bunch of merch. I don't know if they still do that. I know they used to for any channel that crosses that 1 million mark, which is a huge benchmark. I think we will absolutely cross that this year. I know we will cross probably 5,000 subscribers probably by the end of, really honestly, we have a shot to do it before Halloween. So this is our fun time. This is when we're gearing up. Next big announcement is talking about Patreon a second ago. The reason why I brought up the 1 million views and the 5,000 subscribers is normally to do memberships on YouTube, you have to have 10,000 subscribers. For whatever reason, they chose me to do that early. They chose me to do that last year, and I just kind of stayed away from it. That will start up probably by the end of this week. I've already sent my submissions in to what I want to offer. They've agreed, yes, because you have to do everything according to their guidelines. And so I'm just creating emojis and creating badges this week. That should have been done this afternoon, but my kid, who's right above me right now, got sick. So we just spent 3 hours in the doctor's office for them to say, wait for it, you have a virus. Well, I knew that before we brought him in 3 hours ago. You know, that's okay. That's okay. In case we have any doctors in the house. So we're going to start memberships. We've got hats now on our merch site. And we got two huge benchmarks this year. I don't believe, maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I don't think we'll cross 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. But I know we're going to grow. So upcoming videos, about a month ago, I shot a new video for the U-Stellar tank, which is a budget-friendly RGB. I think that's an RGB-C light. I don't think it's RGB-CW. Filmed it on location and can't get a release from the property owner. So no, U-Stellar has been very kind, very patient with me to getting that out. So that will come out at some point, I hope. Just got these lights in the mail yesterday. So this is from a new company I've never worked with. And those who chat with us on Discord, you already know a few of my thoughts on these lights, and I haven't even opened the box yet. My Patreon supporters have already seen a picture of this. I've already posted about this. These are LED leather, interesting title, string lights. I thought I'd do a quick unboxing with you here today and see what this is. Just curious, what you saying, Stacy? Just curious, how many additional lights are you adding for your show this year? Good question. What I have done, and they're upstairs, is Saturday I ordered. Well, they finally arrived. I did a video a month ago, maybe, about the Boscoyo snowflakes. I ordered 4 as a tester and a couple of the talking heads. I liked them, so I ordered a dozen more. Those just came for, it was $250 for the 12 snowflakes or 16 snowflakes. For 12 snowflakes, it's $250. That does include shipping. Their shipping is it's not cheap. It's not cheap. But it's so it's about $50 in shipping, because they're $50, about $12.50 per snowflake if you order them in the 4-pack. So it is 16. So I already had 4 and I ordered 12 more, so 16. And those this year are going to take the place of, we're going to phase out, even though I really like them. They're easy to make and they're neat to look at, but we're going to phase out this year our giant snowballs, our giant balls of light made out of chicken wire. I love the heck out of them, but the problem with those is the metal, for whatever reason, shorts the heck out of those lights. Those are retail grade. They're not commercial grade lights. And if I put if I put 500 lights on them, I'm replacing 500 lights by the end of the season. So there's something wrong with them. Incandescent light folks, if you use incandescents, retail grades, they have a 2,000 hour shelf life on all incandescents. So if you plug them in and you walk away, 3 months and 1 week later, they should all be dead by design. LEDs are supposed to last 6,000 hours ish, which is why they're only graded 1 to 3 years for retail grade for LED lights. How many lights numbers, to answer your question, Stacy? I'm dancing around that, aren't I? I don't know. I don't know how many lights. What I'd like to do is do the snowflakes, and I've always wanted to build that dance game that kids do where they hop around and they dance and they have to hit the different light squares. I've always had an inclination to build a giant one of those in the yard. And if I can find some opaque glass, it's easy to build. I already got the design done. I just got to find some opaque glass. But a dance board will be my big attraction this year if I can do it. So it won't be a ton of lights, maybe 10,000 just for that. So not a ton. But yeah, we're just going to add some neat props. But the problem with that, how I was saying I got mapping and hanging lights and I got all those things. I got to resequence every single video or every single song I've ever done. And I have to add new songs. So I foresee 2 weeks vacation coming in my future. Easily. Remember that? I watched it. Yes. It's decent looking props, and you can use them for both pixels and AC lights. So to get to these, I don't know why they're calling them leather string lights. I think that's an interesting terminology. Let me bring this up here to you guys. I assumed it focuses on that. I guess I don't know. Move that computer back a little bit. So it says multicolored. Indoor is in bold and in caps. Little bitty under there says outdoor. So that caught me thinking, why is it so bold saying indoor and the little teeny tiny outdoor? Well, it says ultra bright, 50 millimeter, 1,000 LEDs on one string. 50 meters, about 150 feet. Let's see here. The manufacturer is, I can't pronounce the first name, something Christmas lighting. They are based out of Zhangjin Province. Anyway, these are fairy lights. I don't know why they call them leather. I think that's interesting. Okay, so we had here a controller, but this is just a giant string of lights. Oh, these are a little different. I will give them a little different. I was not expecting a diode. Let me turn my camera around here and see how close I can get in here to you. Turn my camera around here so I can see. Yeah, that's not going to focus for you. Hold on one sec. We'll get some focusing going for you. Well, hold on. So you can see they have little diodes in there, which is kind of interesting, really. Kind of interesting. Let me switch it back here to manual focus. And I'll come around. So you can see there that they have little diodes in there, which I was not expecting, really. I'm normally used to them being encased in an opaque form. These are not, like I said, we're under construction here, folks. We're under construction. Boom. All right, here. All right, my gosh. So 150 feet. So what I plan on doing with these is, and to answer my previous question, it says indoor in gigantic letters and outdoor in little letters, because while these are rated for outdoor, I believe they're IP65. This little thing right here is not. This controller box is not, and must, according to the directions, must be indoors at all times. So the lights can be outdoors, but this particular thing has to be indoors. I have an idea. So this will now be surrounding my wood shop, which is an outbuilding we have in our backyard. I plan on putting these on the outside of that and doing an outline. So that's what I plan on doing with these. They sent me 3 of them. And I don't know why. I've never worked with this company before, but 50 meters of this, 25 meters of the exact same thing. So just a smaller version, and then a warm white version, the 25 meters. Note that the adapter must be kept indoors at all times. So that's a little unique. But these are designed for weddings and for things of that nature. Twinkly. So so they do combination, they do waves, they do sequential, they do solo. I guess I could plug them in for you. So one cool thing, talk about our Patreon. Shout out to Darren Ensign, long time supporter of the show, and he is our electrician extraordinaire who came over and gave me 16 outlets on one wall, folks. 16, and where you're standing right now, just underneath your eyeballs, is going to be the countertop for our island, which also has power. So we're doing a bunch of neat things here. And to Darren's credit, he put in 16 outlets back here because he said, hey, with your show, you could have 3 things plugged in differently and you won't need an extension cord. So I didn't think of that. He thought of that. Grand idea. Kudos to Darren. Can you see that? You can see that only a little bit, huh? Well, interesting. Let me do these real quick. So the title of today's show is Are You Ready? Last Minute Ideas, right? So what I want to have a chat with you guys as soon as I'm just kind of want to show you these lights real quick. Because they are a different version of a fairy light. And I will also have a coupon code for these that I'll give out in that episode for 25% off. I should probably remember how much they were. These aren't too terribly expensive. $20, I think, maybe for them. Okay, so see if that does anything here for you. Let me turn the camera back over to automatic focus, so it'll focus in on these. You guys can see these. Oh, they're doing some magic here, are they? How do you change the? Anyway, let me show you these real quick. Kind of interesting, a little bit unique. They have a different style of light to them than what I'm really used to. They're a different color. Let me move this back again. They have a different shade. One of the videos earlier this year, I talked about how most light companies don't own their own color. Fun fact, that's why a blue at Walmart this year is going to be a different blue at Walmart next year as it will be 5 years from now. You'll never be able to color match year to year at Walmart or retail grades. Like Creative Displays, even though there's 16 million different colors that come with an RGB combination, but like Creative Displays out of Kansas City area, um, they actually had to purchase the rights to their particular shade of color, so they will always be able to color match. Kind of interesting. Um, see here, another couple things. If you have not yet purchased your FM train. There we go. Hit the wrong button. Um, so if you have not bought your FM transmitter yet, start looking into that. We used whole home transmitters for a decade. We use a different brand now that just blew it out of the water. So in where has the sound gone? Can you not hear me again? I should be back on. I should be back on. Yay, Patty says. Yay. So FM transmitters, what you need for a whole house. When we had that, I had to have an extra antenna rung up the flagpole for it. With this new one, we don't. With this new one, we just plug it in and we get amazing reception. So in December, I'll have a video about that coming out. Yay, Stacy. So Stacy, how far are you with getting your lights up? Lights and lights, how far are you getting? Oh, Darth Shaggy is in here. Hey, Darth Shaggy, aka Santa Shaggy. We need to get you back here this year for another video. Santa Shaggy was kind enough to come by and record a video with us last year. We need to do that again. Um, for us, I've not even messed with hanging lights in the last 10 days. If not this week, then next week I'm gonna need to take a week off of work and just do nothing but hang lights and just get caught up. Um, my red maple, which is kind of the takes 4 days to hang lights in there. Normally does. It's still filled with leaves, so I'm not worried about that. Once that is empty of leaves, then I know I'm behind if I'm not ready to hang lights on that immediately. Um, we don't start putting up lights until next weekend. We're not adding many new elements this year since we've been busy working on house renovations. Renovations suck. Oh, they're fun. They're fun, but there's a lot of work to them. Obviously, they're called renovations for a reason. I think with this new set, which scans 25 feet, back behind here is where I was filming my other episodes at. I guess I started doing that in July. Man, this is going to be neat back here. It's going to be neat. It's going to incorporate both of our shows. So if you don't know, we do have the multi-casking show where we do whiskey reviews. We actually have 10 gallons of a single malt aging in Blackland Distillery down in Fort Worth, Texas. They are part of the Texas Whiskey Trail. And we're aging a little bit here at home ourselves. So we do experiments like that on the whiskey side of things. Vet Sabini is in the house. Hey, Charlie, Mark and I are putting up our lights this Saturday, which good luck to you. And speaking of whiskey shows, speaking of multicasting, Vet is a huge, or I don't say huge, Vet is a whiskey fan. Her and Mark both like them a dram. Life is extremely rough, but if I can make it, I'm game for more videos. Heck yes. Don't you hate, and I'm being sincere when I say this, don't you hate when life gets in the way of your hobbies that you enjoy? Um, Life, you got responsibilities, you got things you got to get done, bills, whatever, meetings. And I said it once, I need to make this a t shirt because it's true. I need to retire just to have enough time to do the things I enjoy, which are my 2 YouTube shows. Enjoy the heck out of it. Yes, Patty says I also need to retire. I agree with you, Patty. About 10 years away from doing that, though. So, yeah, if you haven't gotten your stuff down, make sure you hop on our Discord channel, and we're always on there at least every day talking back and forth. Links down in the description. We have a lot going on. As I'm sure, like Darth Matt, aka Shaggy Santa, aka does. We all do, right? But FM transmitters, get those. If you want lights, like Josh's lights, Braden, who's not on here today, I think he's in school right now. Well, Braden actually has hired a not a forklift, not a tree lift, but a lift this year to get higher in trees and get more on his roof more aptly. So he's spending some cash on his show this year, at least in props. But yeah, if you have not gotten your lights yet, do it 1 year and only 1 year. I made the mistake of gambling. Like, I'm going to buy all my lights for next year at the end of this season when they're all 80% off and 75% off, and there were no lights left. And the ones that were left didn't match because I'd get 5 boxes this store, 10 boxes that store. They just didn't color match. So there's that. The ultimate goal is for next season is to incorporate mapping and the light show at the same time. That's the ultimate goal. I don't know, and I'm ignorant. Hopefully there's an answer to this. I'm ignorant to it. I don't know how to incorporate the timing on that. What I think on this side of it, what I think I'm going to have to do, I think I'm going to have to create one very long 4-hour show for both mapping and for the Christmas lights, and have them just start at the same time. I don't know how that's going to go, but in my mind, that's the only way to solve that problem is to have them both on at the exact same moment to get in sequence. But I don't know. If you know, let me know. Stacy says, "Yep, adulting can be no at all, right?" Lego Master, yo, for some reason I can't get my LED keeper to work properly in voltage testing. I've tried everything in that video and still able to test bulbs, but it's able to test the bulbs, but not able to test in general. Email me, christmasoncrestline@gmail.com, and I'll get you John's phone number, and you can call him. And about this time of the year, I forget when they start manning the phones 24/7. I think that's November 1st. But yeah, John or Laura's, we'll get you somebody from over at Alta Lit, who are a great company. Oh, speaking of Alta Lit, they just came out with a new ornament. So years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, heck, might have been last year. No, it was 2 years ago. I tested for them their ornament. The Christmas trees, by design, have been phased out or bred out, if you will, to have that pungent evergreen smell. That's an actual legitimate thing that the Christmas tree farms have done. They've grown that out of the Christmas tree. It used to be in my day in the 70s and the 80s, you walk into a house that has a live Christmas tree, you instantly know it the second you open their door and walk into that family member's home. You don't have that anymore. You can't tell. And that's by design. So what he did is he saw this as a hole or as a problem he could fix, and he created this ornament. It's a piece of cork board, and you spray the scent on there, and you hang it in your tree. And 3 days later, you come back, the smell's kind of gone. You spray some more. Well, The biggest critique of that model was that you had to come back every 3 days, and it was corkboard. Wasn't that attractive? He has completely changed the design to a 2.0, where I believe it's a ceramic ornament now, and you screw it into a jar of oil, and that draws the oil up into that ceramic ornament. So for 30 days at a time, you now have a pretty looking ornament, and it smells like Christmas trees inside your house now. So you can go to they call it the Scent Keeper, but you can go to lightkeeperpro.com and they'll take you to the Scent Keeper. But kind of neat. They just came out with that this year. You probably want to look at something like a sprite to use as a trigger with the projector to tell it when to start the show to match with your music. That's what we use. I have never heard of a sprite. I've heard of the sprites from Light Bright when I was little and my sisters were little and into that show. I know those are characters on that cartoon. And the Sprite you can drink, which is about the only thing I'll ever mix with Seagram 7. But I've not heard of a Sprite. I'll look into that. I lost sound again? Okay, good now. Okay. I wish I was just adulting. Gotcha. Hey, yes, okay. Good to have you. Appreciate the thumbs up there. Yes, okay. Good to have you in here. What was I talking about? Christmas trees and stuff. So yeah, if that light keeper, I was actually looking for mine yesterday because I was filming. Oh, I'm filming right now. I was editing this today, and my son told me he's sick and needed to go to the doctor. But how to fix net lights? I have a net light, which I won't use in the show, but it's a GE product. Like, got it brand new out of box. I say brand new. I bought it like 8 years ago, but I just now took it out of the box and it's broken. I'm like, this is perfect because now I can film an episode about how to fix net lights, which my two most highly requested videos that I don't already have are how to fix net lights and how to fix icicle lights. I couldn't find Melody Keeper, and I'm very good about putting stuff back where it belongs. Only when someone else borrows something and moves it do I not know where it's at. So I have no idea where my LED keeper. I had it fixing lights up on the roof 2 weeks ago, so I need to find that. But I don't go anywhere without that. Anywhere on my roof, I always have that on me. But we'll get you taken care of. We'll get you taken care of. Just email me. I've heard of Sprite first from Super Mario World. Okay, that's not Super Mario World. I know David from Learn Christmas Lighting, who I talked to Braden the other day. Braden's one of our Patreon supporters. He's actually in our Christmas Legend category, but he won the 3 free months of David's Learn Christmas Lighting Academy, and he's getting he's loving that. He's loving that. But David has maybe it's a Sprite. I don't know. He has a contraption he can push which camera. He has a brand new set himself, and he has a contraption that says which camera to go to as he's recording, as he's doing it live. It's pretty neat. So I got that video coming out. Got this video coming out. I'll do an icicle video at some point. The other one I get asked a lot is the FM transmitter. So I'm absolutely doing that, but it won't be till probably December, which really won't help a ton of folks until they scroll back around it and YouTube starts pushing that video out next year, which is normally how my videos go. I'll do a video here this year. It'll do okay. It'll do decent, but the following year it'll blow up because we're a Christmas show. We're seasonal, and most folks aren't like me and Stacy and Josh and Matt and everybody else. There's only a few of us, handful of us that think about Christmas lights year round or entertainment. So only a few of us. So that's what I have planned going on. What's the biggest change going on for you guys right now in your show, Stacy? You said you're not doing a bunch. Josh, you doing a bunch? Ben, are you doing a bunch? And Ben, are you the Ben from? Are you a New Zealand? Are you the New Zealand Ben? I forget where you're from. Where you are from, Ben? Oh man, what else do I got down here? I can show you. Bought a new nail gun. That was interesting. I do love me a cordless nail gun. So yeah, so we got the show going. I wonder if I you know what I can do. I can do that. Let me do this here for you real quick. I always forget. I'll get to sitting here talking to you about something and forgetting I can share my screen. So let me do that here right quick. And I will show you. I think I can show you. I think it's on here. We'll find out if it's not. I guess it's not on there. What if I go into a video? See, let's go into my Halloween video for Target. Yep, it's there. I'll show this to you real quick. Share screen. Somewhere I could share the screen. Where's it at? My goodness. Leave studio invite. Oh, YouTube or not YouTube. StreamYard made some changes. Interesting. Chrome tab. Nope. Yep. So here you can see, I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. There we go. But here you can see, I actually need to take that sticker down. But this is my Halloween 22 Target video, my Target store tour. You can see here, I got the stores on here. This is the white. It's not to show it to you. It's right in the middle. But that's my favorite ho hat. Ho, ho, ho. I only got these new Love ones that I just had made for me. But that's a Christmas tree right there, and you got a Christmas wreath right there for the O for Love. So those are brand new for the Christmas season. And see, I don't have these on here at all in blue, but for some reason, YouTube has decided to put them on in blue. And they don't have everything on here. I'm not quite certain how this works. You got the cups on there. And I don't think that's in pink anymore. So I'm not certain why they have it on there. But there are some things on there that are kind of neat. Stop sharing. Boom. Anyway, Lego Master says, for me, I just like to take my time and test each bulb one at a time and slowly find bad bulbs. Within about an hour, you can fix 1 to 2 strings of 100 incandescents, no matter what type it is. If you are incandescents, I can tell you exactly why it's not working. That's Lego Master. The LED Keeper does not work on incandescent strings. It only works on LED strings. You need the Light Keeper Pro, which is the red gun for incandescent strings. The yellow, which is the LED Keeper, only works on LED strings. So it'll test the bulb for you, just like you're articulating, but it will not fix it. It will not fix it. Is that what you're doing? Are you using the yellow LED Keeper on the incandescent strings, or did I misunderstand you? Although most of the time it is ideal to find faster ways. For me, I've just been sticking with this, even for LEDs. Okay, so you have both. You have both. Do you have the LED Keeper and the Light Keeper Pro, or just one? No. So no, you're not using the LED Keeper for incandescents. You're using the correct one. Okay. Do you have a hoe in button form? A button hoe. I don't have buttons. I don't even know. I don't think Teespring makes buttons. I don't. But it seems like maybe, if memory serves, do you have buttons on your suspenders? I can't remember if that's you or if I'm just channeling my inner Office Space and Jennifer Aniston is at shenanigans with her 32 pieces of flair or whatever. I think you misunderstood. I have been using both keepers. Gotcha. There for a second, I thought I had a like. Oh, this is a cool tool to use. Another tool. Speaking of the devil, Lego Master, is you can use this a voltage. It looks like a pin. It's just a voltage meter. So if I do this one's closer. Well, it should be working. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me try this one over here behind you. So this is like $10 at any hardware store, and the Light Keeper Pro will do exactly what this does. It's a voltage tester, so it gives an audible tone if there's voltage or not. So you can pick this up. This is a Sperry brand voltage tester. We use this all the time to test for power when we're doing electrical work. Darren, shout out to Darren. That man he needs a cape. He's a Superman. He's awesome work. So he lives on the other side of town. If ever I say, hey, Darren, I got this problem, I'll be right over. No, Darren, you don't have to drive 45 minutes to look at something. I'm already on my way. So his honorable man he is. He's a great guy. Love everything about that guy. Steve's in the house. Hey. Good to see you. You do have one of those. Okay, well, good. So you do work. Yeah, I don't have a button. I don't think they make those, but could be something I could look into doing. Because I don't think Teespring has that option. So to recap, we're doing videos on these lights right here. There will be a 25% discount code on those. Again, Patreon will get first crack at that code. Have I released that to you yet? I have not. That was on the agenda to do today. Took the kid to the doctors. So I'll get that out to you this week. I'll get you the discount codes to my Patreon subscribers, family members, if you want it. But I plan on doing that. It should take about 4 hours to hang these on my wood shop the way I'm going to hang them. Hopefully they look good. I don't know. We'll find out. For me, personal preference with fairy lights, it's neat, I guess, that they have all these different functions and options. I just like them when you plug them in and they turn on. That's what I like. We did a review this summer of the Quintus patio lights. I've had another company reach out to me and say, another company I've never worked with, and said, hey, we have these patio lights. Well, when I did the Quintus lights, they gave me two. They gave me the Edison version, which is the kind of teardrop shaped one, and they gave me the bulbs, which were glass, and I immediately broke them. But luckily, they gave me 3 spares. And some person commented on there and said, hey, would you please do a follow-up review this winter of which one you prefer? I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I had not thought about that. Sure, I'll do that for you. So I plan on doing that. And spoiler alert for you folks, I like the glass bulb. I like the look of it a lot better. And this new company has these bulbs, but they're not glass. They're plastic, and they're UV rated, so they shouldn't yellow. That's another thing. If you guys have your blow molds you're putting out this year, don't forget to take care of those and put UV spray on that, or Armor Roll, or make sure you take care of it. Yeah, you can use Scotch Guard on a lot of these things just to keep that yellowing from stopping. So yeah, there's a. So I'll probably do a review of those. They've gave me 5 different lights to choose from. I'm like, I don't need all 5. I don't have time to do 5 different things this year. I turned down 90% of the things that come to me, but things I've never seen and I'm truly interested on, I'll review them for you. As long as they know I'm going to give us honest review, and I always ask for a discount code for the viewers. I always do. Hey Steve, how far are you? Have you started hanging lights yet on your show? If you guys haven't checked out his YouTube page, he does videos too. You can check him out. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me. Really busy, as we all are this time of year, right? Just imagine if you're Santa, how busy you are. And he checks his list twice. At this time, it's like, okay, we went through the list once. It's fine. It's okay. Coal, we'll give coal. We'll just give extra pieces of coal out, right? So, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Good stuff. So, membership will be coming out by the end of the week. So, I'll be doing a live every Monday from now until I can't. I will do at least one live, weather permitting, outside, where I just put the camera up and it just watches me. It just records me putting lights up. And for Thanksgiving this year, for Christmas this year, at least, if not for Thanksgiving as well, I have a special video coming out. I've told my patrons I was going to do this last year. Don't know if y'all remember it, but we'll talk soon. I'll do another video. As soon as I get done with this today, I'm going to do a walkthrough of this new set to kind of just document it for the Patreon subscribers. But they asked me last year, I don't think it was Stacy. I want to say it was actually Kurt that came up with this idea for me to do this. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. How have I never thought about that before? So I'll be doing that this year. So special videos for Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and for, if I can get to it in time, Thanksgiving Day this year. Should be fun. Oh, and if you guys don't know, just because I'm a huge fan, Christmas Story is coming out with a sequel starring Peter Billingsley. He was the one person everybody I reached out for Christmas in July extravaganza this year came on the show. We had Great Christmas Light Fight on. We had Clippa on. We had Angela on. We had David on. We had a bunch of celebrities on this year's show for Christmas in July extravaganza. The one I couldn't get was Peter Billingsley. He's the one guy. He's my white whale. I wanted Great Christmas Light Fight and Peter, but I got one of the two. But in the new movie, it's set instead of the 50s, it's set in the 70s, where Peter Billingsley goes back, and now he's the old man of the house. So kind of neat. Something else to ask. Have you heard of the new RGB 5-foot pixel light tree? Because of how many functions it has and how powerful it is, I'm thinking of buying it, and I don't know if you know if that's a good idea. I don't know what specific tree you're talking about. You can go to like Gilbert Engineering. I think that's gilbertengineering.com. And you can order legit pixel trees. I think Creative Displays they've sold out of theirs. Those things are $5,000-$6,000. So I would just build mine from scratch. I would never pay anybody that much for one prop. If I win the lottery, why not, right? It's your version of $5, right? From Walmart. I don't know. Let's look at it real quick, and maybe we'll collectively tell each other. Walmart.com, and we'll figure that out together. How about that? Let me share my screen. It's just impromptu, man. You ask it, we're gonna do it. Walmart.com, and you said pixel tree, so we'll type in pixel tree, and we'll see what everybody thinks of it. How about that? See if it pops up even. Dun dun dun. Is this? That's probably the one you're talking about. Let's look at it. What are the specs? $149, $149, 5-pit RGB, color changing pixel tree. Is that it? Where's the specs at? Free shipping, blah, blah, blah. Product detail, holiday time, 5-foot RGB color changing pixel tree, holiday time, easy to install. Brand is holiday time, assembled project is 5 kilograms. Model number, battery type. They give no demonstration and they give no specs on it. Top of my head, with this particular description, I would say no, simply because they give us no information on it. We don't know how many pixels there are. How can you change it? There's just the one picture of it. First of all, is this the one you're talking about? Yes, that would be great, because for me, it is serious, because no kid, $150 is a lot of money. Yes, that has to be the one. Okay. For me, top of my head, I would say no, simply because we don't have any information on it. I guess if you've seen this in the store, what does everybody else in the chat? Will you guys vote yay or nay on this one? Let's chat this young man up and let him know our opinion. Surely it's got to give some specs on here, right? I guess it's not Amazon. Report incorrect information. Nothing down here. Sure, there's no reviews on it at all. Yeah, 0 reviews. So maybe it's just brand new. And wait, I did see how many pixels there were. Hold on. Okay, let me scroll back up. Because I can't read the comments and you at the same time. Holiday time. The holiday time is their brand of lights. I don't see it on here. 5 kilograms. Battery type of 1. So it comes with a battery. So if it comes with a battery, then you can't hardwire plug it in. So this is probably designed. Oh, is it outdoor rated? Is it? Do we even know that? We don't. I don't know. Oh, no, 232 LEDs. Yeah, it's a definite no for me. 232 LEDs. Okay, good eye, because I did not even see that. Did not even see that. Interesting. Interesting. Um, says easy assembly. And what what I would do on that, it all depends on what it looks like. And if it's well, same anything's true with this. If it's worth 150 to you, then it's worth 150. It's worth what you're willing to pay for it. And if you think it looks good, then it looks good. If that could be your centerpiece. I think you could probably make that yourself with a Raspberry Pi player, a couple strips, and you can probably make it yourself for about 75. You can make it for a lot cheaper yourself. But if it's worth 150 to you, then it's worth 150. Battery. What said anything about a battery? Yeah, it said battery on there. Here, I'll share my screen again. I'll show you because it's right here. Share screen. Boom. Chrome tab, please. Holiday time. Boom. So it says right here, contain battery type 1. So it's got some sort of battery on it. Right underneath model, you got contain battery type, and you got a big old 1. So it's got a battery on there at some point. I don't know. I would probably not buy it myself, but that's just me. That's way too cheap for pixels, in my opinion. And that's Stacy. Stacy and I are on the kind of the same page. For a 32 foot tree, for really a 16-foot tree, you're dropping $3,000, and this is 5 foot. Creative Displays does theirs. Of course, theirs are all commercial lights, but they're in the $30,000 range. I really want Angela from Creative Displays to call me up and say, "Hey, Charlie, we have an extra Christmas pixel tunnel. You want it?" Hell yes, send that my way. I love their pixel tunnel. The pixel tunnel is off the hook, off the chain, off the charts. It's off of everything. It's awesome. So yeah. 43. Hey man, if it's worth it to you, then it's worth it to you. But there's something going on there. It's either a pixel tree should be more expensive, so it should be. Hey, Monty's in the house. Monty, he might like the multi-LED animated tree from Christmas Lights, etc. 6 foot, 160. I got one in red. Really like it. Cool. Yeah, good for you. Good for you for using us as a sounding board. Good to see you in here too, Monty. Good to see you in here. We just opened up the Target. Is it Target? Yeah, Target, the Halloween episode, and saw highlighted your comment a minute ago. Well, 5 minutes ago. Or your comment was at least on the screen, I shall say. So, so I got to go pick up my kid from school. One of my many other children. We have 4. From school here in a few minutes. So, a few more minutes, and we'll sign off for the day. So, from now until we'll be doing Monday lives here for a while. Some of them are going to be nothing more than me programming all day long, and I'll come back and check on the chat every 30, 40 minutes. Some of that will be that. Some of it will be with me out hanging lights. Some of it will be this, just having a Christmas chat with you about lighting before it happens. But we have the new membership will be out by the end of the week. The hats are now available on Teespring, on ChristmasOnCrestline.com. We will pass. I'm calling my shot. We will pass 1 million views here in the next 6 to 9 weeks. I think December 15th, if I did my math correctly, is what we should get. So we'll pass 1 million views. That'll be a cool milestone. I think we'll pass 5,000. We'll pass 5,000 subscribers definitely by the end of next month. But I think we have a shot by Halloween to do that. Right now, we're averaging about 9 a day, which is pretty cool. Which I was not expecting that. Normally, we don't start trending upward until November 1st. But I'll take it for right now. It's middle of October right now, so I'll take it. So a lot of things going on. You gave me good ideas. Say, oh, of course, Monty. Of course. That's I would have done more stores, but there is no stores here worth doing, in my opinion. There is a Costco's here in town. I'm not a member. There's a Sam's Club here in town. I'm not a member. So I didn't do those. But I hear good things. So we got a lot of milestones coming up. Kind of neat. Good times. It's our busy time. It is. It's good to be busy, though. It keeps our mind off of the negatives of the world. which is why we all do Christmas light shows, right? To give everyone else something to do, even if it's for 5 minutes in a car as it's snowing at night, which is my favorite time to look at Christmas lights. But yeah, we'll have videos coming out probably every Saturday, and we'll have lives every Monday from here to the end of the season. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off now. Appreciate you guys coming into the chat today and taking a few minutes out of your day to spend time with me. I always forget to have music on here too. That's probably why. I can add my music anyway. I'm just talking StreamYard. They've changed a lot of things on StreamYard here of late. So that's about it for me today, guys. I'm Charlie. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.